They know that you're intentional with them. And if they know that you're being intentional with them, they will give you everything that you ask for. After I win the roof for you, hopefully
Be the one that you choose to work with.
Yeah, hopefully I can earn your trust, and I have earned your trust. And when I got a phone call from the homeowner, he's like, that's exactly why you need to hire a public adjuster, because without you guys, I would have been done. Really know until we crack open the egg, right?
Wow.
You never know how many yolks you're going to have in an egg until you crack it open, right?
Thanks so much for coming with me today, Brandon. I'm so excited to be talking to you. We have Brandon here with us today from Advocacy. And could you tell us just a quick introduction about what it is you do?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Number one, thank you for the invite. So I run the direct sales seat for Advocacy and Select Adjusters.
Awesome. Direct sales meaning you're managing the door-to-door team. Yep. How involved in the process of managing each one of the individual sales are you?
Yeah, so the direct sales arm is literally direct to consumer. So that could be door to door, it could be via marketing, like a text campaign, phone call, clicks on the web, LSA, or local service ads, anything that's direct to consumer. Like, think of it like if I show up at somebody's house, that's everything to do with direct sales.
Gotcha.
As far as my role in the company, I have everything to do with it. I will train, I'll recruit, onboard. I travel with the team sometimes. I produce myself. I go and knock. I do roof inspections all the time. I do a bunch of different stuff. It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. When I used to do door-to-door myself selling solar, I feel like my company owners and the people above me, they didn't really knock themselves. They were just riding on commissions and so it's really inspiring to see. I mean, you're a successful leader. You've got your hand in a bunch of different pots of roles and responsibilities that you're working on, but you're also leading by example on the doors, which is pretty inspiring for at least someone like me who was on the doors. So how do you manage your time, and how do you manage all of that amount of responsibility?
Yeah, well, first I appreciate that. I mean, it does take a lot to run everything, and I'm dedicated to being someone that leads from the front.
Yeah.
And someone that leads by example, for sure. It is taxing, but managing my time, it's pretty difficult to explain. But essentially, I break up my days into compartments. You think of, like, you go into IKEA, right, and you see they have those big cube storage units.
Yeah.
And I look at my day like that, and I have my different compartments that I put things in. And when it comes time to open up a new compartment, I shut the other previous compartment and open up a new one. So when I'm at home in the morning or at night, I open my family compartment and I take care of my family, and I'm there and I'm intentional with what happens at home. When I'm in the office, I open up my admin compartment and I'm intentional with what happens at the office. When I'm in the field, I open my production compartment and I'm intentional with what happens in the field. And so that's kind of how I manage it in that sense.
That's awesome. I wish I was good at, I've heard people say, just compartmentalize your life and your business and stuff. And I have been so bad at it. Like, I constantly have my phone on me, and people are always calling me at random times and texting me, asking me for updates. And I have a really hard time being present with my family and saying no to my clients or customers that are just like asking for updates all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I wish I was better but probably if I was more focused, at certain times, I would get even more done if I, could envelop the compartmentalization method that you do.
Yeah, it just comes down to intention, right? Who are you intentional with, and do they know that you're intentional with them? And if they know that you're being intentional with them, they will give you everything that you ask for, right? And because when I'm sitting across from somebody, whether that's a client, a new recruit, my family, they know that I'm there, and they know that I'm there for them, because there's no other recourse. They're in my compartment, and I'm in that compartment with them. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
So you're in front of sales. What exactly are you selling? So since I know that Advocacy and Advocacy Energy,
Yeah.
Everest, they've all kind of combined. Cross-selling is a big thing now for your company.
Yeah.
Are you getting into sales for like HVAC systems as well, or are you strictly roof side of things?
Yeah, good question. So a lot of our sale is an indirect sale. Our direct approach is we sell a service, and that's a public adjusting service for our homeowners so that they can win a roof claim. Indirectly, though, that positively impacts a few different verticals within Advocacy. The first one, first and foremost, is our roofing division. They get about 90% of the volume from my direct sales team indirectly. And then second is Everest Air, our HVAC vertical, and they get their percentage too. And then block restoration is another one that we provide for as well. And then Advocacy Energy, of course, fewer and far between, as there's some pretty impactful changes in the solar industry.
Yeah.
But it is still a very viable option for homeowners that can take advantage of it. But to answer your question, it's a lot of indirect sales.
So the actual sale that you manage is the public adjusting, which is, for people who don't know what a public adjuster does, can we go a little bit more into that?
Totally. I'll explain instead of going into like the legal jargon and all that.
Yeah, like if I'm a homeowner and you're knocking on my door, what is your pitch?
Totally. Oh, like my pitch? Well, so my pitch is pretty simple. I just say, hey, your neighbors have had similar roof damage have had roof damage in the neighborhood. Your house was hit by the same storm. You have a similar roof type as they do, shingle. And so what I'm doing is really simple. I just hop on the roof. I make sure that you don't have enough damage. If you do have enough damage, then what we'll do is we'll open up a file with your insurance provider and we'll see if we can get you a new roof. And then we hop up on the roof and take some pictures. I come back down, and my approach is a little bit different. I like to do something called an 8 mile. I like to get in front of concerns before they happen. And so what I'll tell them is like, hey, I can definitely get you a new roof depending on the insurance company. And then I ask them who it is. Who is it? And then they say, oh, State Farm or Allstate or whoever. I go, oh, State Farm. Yeah, they're a tough cookie to crack, And then I'll go, listen, the 3 main concerns that people have before they get a new roof is, number 1, are my insurance rates going to come up? Number 2, what's in it for us? Like, what's in it for me? And then number 3 is it going to cost me anything out of pocket? I like to say that one instead of, is it a scam?
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks it's a scam, right? And my responses to those are, well, obviously your rates are going to go up. Rates go up based on the amount of claims per zip code. And a storm just hit your neighborhood. So
even if you don't replace your roof, rates are still going up because everyone else is replacing the roof.
Exactly.
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it's like
like, might as well get your worth out of it.
Yeah,
if it's gonna pain coming out of your pocket anyway.
Exactly. It's like when you sign up for an auto insurance, it's based on your zip code and how many accidents are there, right?
Wow.
And then the second one, what's in it for me? I always say, well, the main reason I do this is because I want to put the roof on for you. We are also a construction company, and we do roofing. So I would love, after I win the roof for you, hopefully
to be the one that you choose to work with.
Yeah, hopefully I can earn your trust, and I have earned your trust to allow us to put the roof on.
Does that happen ever, where you win the roof for someone, but they decide to go with a different roofer?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's getting fewer and far between because our process is getting really dialed in on the back end.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. So it just makes it a no-brainer to choose you guys versus another competitor.
Yeah, especially because, as a public adjuster, so like, for example, I had a client 3 days ago call me, and their insurance adjuster, so basically we file the claim first for the homeowners. We file the claim on their behalf. We submit a letter of representation. So that letter of representation gives us authority, kind of like legal representation. Like, I wouldn't say a lawyer, but similar, right? And then the insurance has to communicate with us rather than communicate with the homeowner.
I see.
Directly. And so with this particular homeowner, they are going to be a massive claim for us. They're a 2-piece clay tile and big roof, 4,000 or 5,000 square foot home. Wow, it's awesome. They have a high-end insurance provider. We know that insurance claim is going to be well over 6 figures, and so does the insurance company, right? And so the insurance company is going to try and play games to get out of paying for that claim. So what this insurance company did was they called the homeowner instead of calling us, and they said, hey, in our homeowner's insurance bylaws, you have to have X amount of fire extinguishers, X amount of
giving all these excuses.
all the excuses, right? And we need to send a roof inspector, or we need to send an interior inspector to make sure, or your claim is invalid.
What? But that's not legal because you're the legal representative.
Exactly.
At that point. Right?
Exactly. And so they called us and we're like, no, we're not playing that game. We'll reach out to the insurance provider. We explained to them what the policy said. Mm-hmm. And then we said part of our inspection made sure that the house was in compliance with any part of your policy. Mm-hmm. And when I got a phone call from the homeowner, he's like, that's exactly why you need to hire a public adjuster, because without you guys, I would have been done.
Yeah.
Like they would have
denied the claim before you even started, really.
Right away. They would have found some way to get out of their claim, and I would have been stuck with this crappy roof,
Wow.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Interesting. And so, sorry I caught you off on a tangent, but what was the third objection that everyone already has?
So the third objection is there going to be any out of pocket?
Oh, right.
And I do explain to them. I usually tell them, like, hey, expect and prepare to pay for your deductible, because there are a lot of roofing companies out there that say that they don't waive deductibles, but we all know the reality, right? Mm-hmm. As a public adjuster, we have to be very compliant mm-hmm. with the Department of Insurance, and we have to collect deductibles.
I feel like one of the huge differences I see, because I work with a lot of roofing companies around the U.S., but I don't have any other companies who are a public adjuster. Like, because legally, a roofing company can't be a public adjuster. And so they can kind of walk them through the claim process, but they can't file the claim on the homeowner's behalf. Advocacy is the only one that I work with that is actually a legal public adjuster that has in-house lawyers, that is able to actually fight the claim from the very beginning to the end for the homeowner, and not just tell them what to do. And so it's really interesting, and that's why I feel like you guys grow so fast.
Yeah.
Like when I started working with Wesley and Brett 2020, mm-hmm. I don't know, the size of the company is like completely exploded.
Yeah, it's gotten crazy
in the last like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
which is amazing to see. But like, it's because you're able to hold the hand of the homeowner and do everything for them. You don't just, and so like the speed of their claims is a lot faster as well. I'm sure there's still some claims that take a while, even for you guys, but compared to the other roofers that I'm talking to, like, oh yeah, it's been a year and we haven't even gotten our payment from this claim. Yep. And like, it's just a whole different ballgame. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Not even really comparable, because you'll hear everyone else say, oh yeah, we're storm claim specialist roofer, but like, you're still just a roofing company. You're not a public adjuster.
Yeah, you're a contractor.
Right? And so like, you don't do the same thing as these guys do, and is what I'm trying to explain.
And there's no shame in that, right? There's no shame,
which is fine. Like I'm sure that all my other clients do a great job, but it's just a different thing, that service that they're offering.
It's just a different arrow in our quiver, right? It's a more lethal of an arrow. It's also more expensive of an arrow.
Yeah.
Right. So it's worth it though, mm-hmm. for sure.
And that expense, which, by the way, how does Select Adjusters make its money? Like, obviously they have the referral partnership with Advocacy and all those other mm-hmm. businesses, but they get paid by the insurance as well?
Yeah, so the way
percentage?
So the way that it works is we sign the letter of representation, mm-hmm. and that letter of representation gives us a few entitlements. We're entitled to receiving the check directly from the insurance company with our name on it. And so when we get remitted those funds, Select Adjusters charges Advocacy a 25% fee to do the adjusting portion.
I see.
We don't charge the client, mm-hmm. they charge Advocacy.
I see.
The roofer. Mm-hmm. And then Advocacy, because we do such a large volume of roofing, we're one of the top in Arizona. Mm-hmm. Our material costs and our labor costs are a lot lower than a lot of these other clients, and we can actually afford, and we are profitable on even just the 75% that we
are getting paid,
get to work with. Yeah.
Wow.
It's awesome. And the way that we do that is by making sure our processes are buttoned up, making sure that we have crews that are efficient from a time perspective and from a material perspective too.
Interesting. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to see.
So obviously, I know you guys work with a bunch of churches right now. You have commercial buildings, flat roofs. Is the claim process similar for all of these different types of buildings, or is it, how much variance is there?
There's either a ton or none. Okay. Right? It all depends on, it's all insurance provider based, right? even from one residential insurance company to the next, there are some differences. From commercial to residential, there are a ton of differences too, or there could be none. We never really know until
you're doing it.
we crack open the egg, right?
Wow.
You never know how many yolks you're going to have in an egg until you crack it open, right?
Okay.
So it's same idea here.
Huh.
But our processes are built out to where we don't skip a beat when it comes to commercial insurance, residential insurance, insurance for a nonprofit or a church. If someone's self-insured, we have our processes built out to handle all those different types of variables.
Wow.
Which is awesome because my sales guys don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, and so that's the benefit for you on your team, because you guys only have to set the appointments for the public adjuster and get the contract signed, and then everything else is taken care of after that.
Exactly.
The select adjusters fight with the lawyers. Advocacy does the good job with the roof installation. Everest takes care of all the HVAC, plumbing, etc.
Yep, exactly.
It's
right.
Synergistic relationship.
It's cool to be. It's cool to be a part of it.
Where do you see the company going forward in as terms of growth, or what else are you looking to add?
So as far as the company goes, we're growing, but we're shrinking at the same time. We're consolidating more than growing right now. Our growth is going to be revenue based over the next couple of years rather than company based or vertical based. Our goal is to be multi-$100 million company here in the next few years. Our goal this year is to do $40 million, and we're pretty close to being on pace for that, which is cool because we haven't even really seen any storms yet. And then next year we obviously have a scale up too, and then by 2030 we want to be $100 million company plus. And what that comes down to is really the scalability of the sales force and becoming more versatile from a sales perspective. Not just being locked into going door to door, but becoming actual sales professionals and being able to unlock that extra versatility when it comes to giving a value proposition to the homeowner. And so to answer your question, we're going to grow from a sales perspective. A couple of things are going to help us do that. Number one, our training program is awesome. I can take a guy from the street and show him how to identify roof damage and help a homeowner sign a claim within 48 hours, which is awesome.
It's amazing. It's like a whole career.
Yeah, it's seriously so cool. And then the changes in the solar space are going to help us because we're going to have a somewhat of an exodus from the solar industry. Not a full exodus, not a mass one, but a small enough one.
But you're able to move your solar employees over to focusing just on selling roofs then.
Definitely.
So you got a bigger base of roof employees then who are going to focus on.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, it's awesome. Interesting. So I don't want to go too deep in. I'm kind of curious about what you see with the solar industry because I'm actually not super updated. I know that the tax credits have gone essentially away, right?
Yeah.
But they're still in existence now if you sign up, right? Because especially if you're doing like PPE loans and stuff, it's already built into the material that the solar providers purchased, right?
Yep. So traditional solar loans, like financing a solar project from a bank, the current administration has decided that the 30% tax credit is not a good use of taxpayer funds. And so at the end of the year, that's going to go away.
Oh, end of this year?
End of this year.
Okay, so if someone signs up now, they could still get that 30%.
So they have up until October 31st of this year for it to be guaranteed.
Oh.
So a couple of caveats. Now when solar is sold, it has to be sold and turned on. It has to be turned on in 60 days after it's sold. So installed and turned on.
I see.
Which is really fast. So a lot of people are moving towards local installers rather than national solar installers because local installers know a lot of the ins and outs of the jurisdictions.
I see.
And so we'll see a boom.
The permitting process and licenses. And
we'll see a boom in local
smaller
solar
companies.
Yeah. So they'll love it. And then after the first of the next year, the only products that we'll be able to do is called a TPO. So there's a roofing TPO and then there's a solar TPO.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so solar TPO is a third party ownership.
Oh.
And that could be a PPA, it could
So
be a
it's
lease.
okay. So it's like a PPA where they're renting your roof, essentially, where they.
Exactly.
I see.
Yep. And so those tax credits will be available for TPO products for a couple more years. So we'll see a mass shift
From loans to PPAs.
Yep.
Did you guys already sell PPAs a lot, or
Yeah.
what was popular here in Arizona?
So Arizona was a big loan market up until last year, and it's hard transitioned to a PPA market or TPO market. We don't really have a traditional PPA here.
I see. Because they don't buy back the energy at
Right.
as high as they do in other states, right?
Right. It's more of a lease product, but we could get into the weeds on it, but it's a TPO product, a third party ownership. And so,
But either way, so this long story short is you can still get solar and your energy bill goes down, right?
yeah, totally.
Okay.
I think the tax credit going away is actually going to help the solar industry significantly more than it'll hurt it.
Really?
There'll be some short-term pain, but long-term we'll still be in a good position.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because some of the companies are going to close, and so then some of the shady, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
scammy companies in solar
A little bit
as well, but
a little bit that I always catch some strays because of my opinions on this, but I feel like solar sales guys are grossly overpaid. In no way, shape, or form should you walk into somebody's house in an hour and make $10,000. That's crazy money for me.
for sure.
Let's be realistic. You know,
Your time is not worth $10,000.
no, nobody's time is, right?
Yeah.
Donald Trump's time is, but he's a multi-billionaire, right? Like it's crazy. And the harsh reality is most solar guys, and I was one of them too, so I'm kind of speaking for myself a little bit here, but when we enter the solar industry, we enter to grab cash, and we are pretty naive and ignorant to a lot of what has to happen for someone to have a successful solar experience. And a lot of people are not bought into doing that, and they want the money, they want the commissions, and they don't understand that it's a negative impact on somebody's life for 10, 20, 30 years, forever, right, if they sell them. And I firmly believe that the tax credit going away is going to get the bad actors out, but it's also going to drive commissions down to where we'll be able to see people that actually want to do what's right by the homeowner succeed. And I'm blessed to have a partnership with a local installer here in Arizona that even throughout the previous years of having the tax credit has been committed to excellence in that sense. And I think that companies like that will continue to flourish, and not just flourish, but become very strong.
Yeah, become more sought out.
Yeah,
compared to some of the national installers,
definitely.
like Power
or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. But Advocacy itself isn't pursuing solar as one of the main pillars that they're going after anymore.
No,
right?
it's a secondary product.
Secondary product. So roofing, public adjusting, that's like still their main bread and butter.
Yes.
I see.
We use solar because there's still a considerable amount of interest in Arizona for solar. And when we have someone that needs help with, another side of their roof, maybe it didn't get approved, or they have a high deductible, or they have additional work that has to be needed, we will give them solar as a solution. And so we'll use that.
I see. Because you can use that commission to finance part of the roof that they couldn't afford necessarily.
Exactly.
I see. Yeah, when I did door-to-door sales, I did that a lot.
Yeah, we can use
using my commission to pay for people's roofs.
Yeah, we can use those
HVAC.
high commissions, right? Those massive commissions for solar to do some good finally. Yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome. How has a father, because I know you're a father to 4 boys, right?
Yeah.
Helped shape the way you lead, both in home and in business?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, first off, being a father was always like a dream of mine. My dad's the GOAT, and I try to be like him. But being a father it's the ultimate test of leadership. They are literally carbon copies of me. When I look at them and they look at me,
Little mini Brandon's running around.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
When I argue with them, it's like arguing with me. It's the worst. But it gives me hope, right, for the future, because I know that I can positively impact them with anything that I do. And when they see me go to work every day, be consistent at work, in the gym, with my wife, with them, they'll do the same, or at least that's the hope, right? And being a father, a consistent, intentional father, has really driven me to be consistent and intentional in everything that I do.
Gives you more purpose behind your actions.
Yeah, definitely. Because, so my dad said something to me when I was little, and it still resonates. He's like, son, I'm the only man in your life that will ever genuinely want you to be better than him. And it's true. Like, you think about your dad and who he is, and I think about my dad and who he is. I have yet to meet another man that can genuinely say that he wishes that I was better than him, other than my father. And I have dedicated the things that I've done to try and unlock that ability for myself with not just my kids, because I do want them to be better than me, but even with people that I work with. And that drives me to do everything that I can to make that a reality. Not to prove my dad wrong, but because if I can be that for somebody else, then they get to have two men in their life that genuinely want them to be better than...
Trying to always lift someone up.
Exactly.
What's up?
Exactly. Yeah. It's cool.
Did you ever... sorry, this is a random thought, but you were in Boy Scouts, right, as a kid?
No, I wasn't.
And you weren't?
Okay. I played sports. I was a sports junkie.
Nice.
Yeah.
What did you play?
I played baseball, football, basketball. A couple years of soccer that didn't take.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I did sports too, but I still skipped to do Boy Scouts. But in Boy Scouts, they had there's this COPE program, which is challenging outdoor personal experience, or something like that. Might be misquoting it, but one of the exercises they do is all team building exercises. Okay. And one of the exercises that stuck with me for, I guess it's now 20 years since we did it, is they put like a hula hoop out, and everyone puts two fingers out, and then everyone has to lift. Like you all have to be touching the hula hoop at all times. And so what happens is, as soon as they put the hula hoop on, because everyone has to be touching it, they just try to like make sure they're touching it and end up lifting up, and it just goes up straight away. And I don't know, honestly, I forget what the message was supposed to be behind that, but it always makes me think about like how teamwork is so interesting. Because eventually you're able to like get everyone to go at the same place, and you have to like make sure that no one's trying to raise above the other person. Otherwise it creates a gap. And then once you have a gap, it just flies up, because everyone has to shoot for the gap. But if you're able to like lift together and be unison, and then you're able to keep it steady, and you're able to move around and accomplish your goal.
There's an old saying called "the ships rise with the tides." That's kind of similar. So
ships rise with the tide.
It's true, because I deal with people from all walks of life, right? I deal with people that just got out of prison. I deal with people that just got out of college. I deal with people that just got off their mission, for church. Guys that just got married. Guys that just had their first kid. Yeah,
they all need help, and they need guidance. They need money. They need
all levels of uncertainty, right? And if I'm not dedicated to even just a little bit of wanting what's best for that person that's across from me, even more than I want it for myself, they're still going to stay in that level of uncertainty. They're still going to keep that with them, right? And it's my job, because when they come and work with me, it's my job to lift them above where their station is. The only way that I can do that is if I'm dedicated to getting them where I'm at or higher. So,
inspirational.
Yeah,
nice.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
And just so we are clear, because I don't think we bragged enough about you at the beginning. So even though you're busy with being a father, running the business, doing all these sales related activities, on the doors yourself, you're the top performing rep, aren't you?
Yeah, last year I was, yeah.
Yeah, because I know I saw clips of you you got the Golden Door, is that what they call it?
Yes, yeah. I got a Golden Door Award last year.
Golden Door Award.
One of 20 roofers.
In the U.S.?
In the U.S. to win
So top 20 door-to-door salesmen in the entire United States.
What's cool is our company had two.
Really?
Yeah, not just me.
Wow. Who's the other one?
His name's Scott Odell.
Scott Odell.
His stud.
Wow.
I couldn't have done it without him. He inspired me to keep going.
Yeah, he lifted you up, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
we were doing the hula hoop thing with each other. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, even on the mission too, like you know, people say like you're the average of the 5 closest friends or whatever. If you surround yourself with people who are
Definitely
striving to do better and striving to, you know, improve all the time, and so that's awesome that you can be the firm rock that is always trying to push people to be better.
Yeah, totally. I'm dedicated to that.
That's awesome. Back to the sales and the team building stuff. What does your personal like training, you said that you can turn someone from a random guy into a sales rep within 48 hours, but what does that process look like? What is the training process for Advocacy?
Yeah, so to kind of go back a little bit, so I started doing summer sales in college after my mission. And in summer sales, we were blessed to have 8 months to train guys up. And then all we do is we just squeeze them for everything we can in 4 months.
In 4 months.
And we're not blessed like that here. We're a year-round sales organization. So we take our guys through a boot camp. It's awesome. Scott, who I mentioned earlier, he handles a lot of the door-to-door training, tonality, body language, the pitch, a lot of that stuff. Kills it. He's easily one of the best trainers that I've ever met. Probably better than me, honestly, by a lot, which is why he's there, right? And so what he does is he takes them through boot camp, and we have a process. So the first day they come in, they do training, they get onboarded, they go through the expectations for the next week. So they start on a Friday rather than starting on a Monday, right? They get onboarded onto all of our platforms, they get trained on our platforms, they get everything taken care of, and then we give them an expectation. That expectation is you don't show up on Monday unless you've memorized the script. And they have to memorize the script, but they also have to prove it. And how they prove it is they videotape themselves
and send it in.
Oh,
it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is. It's a ton of pressure. And you can tell when they're reading it, you know, they don't think you can, but you can, right? Because we've been doing this long enough. Then they show up on Monday, and we train them on tonality and body language. We train them on the pitch. We train them on common objections. And then, this is going to sound crazy, but we send them to the wolves. We tell them, hey, you're going to go knock your first doors.
Just best way to learn is just
without anybody. Yeah. Most of the time, they fall into something that first day because they're excited, because they've already had an endorphin hit, because they fulfilled a commitment to us, and we've sharpened their tools already once. The following day, they come in for training. We do the same thing. We train them in office, and then they go out with their managers, and they go and knock with their manager. Their manager, his blood oath is to get
a sale, at least one with that guy. So most of the time in 48 hours, we take them from not knowing anything about roofing to being able to get on a roof and identify damage and help a homeowner get there. We have a retention rate of above 90% of guys that can get a sale in their first 3 days. Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. And our retention skyrocketed. We're about 45% retention.
That's amazing, because it's really hard.
It's super hard. Yeah.
And that's the other thing, like, how do you keep motivated? Like, in Arizona in the summertime to go and talk to strangers who don't want to talk to you.
You don't, man. Like, you don't stay motivated. You stay dedicated, right?
Like how do you get yourself out?
Yeah. You just dedicated to excellence, right? It comes down to who's the person that's driving the ship, right? And is he driving it from the front of the ship, or is he driving it from the back of the ship? Typically, the captain is in the front of the ship, right? And so our managers are dedicated to being in the front of the ship, and they're leading the charge. And they're like, hey, we've got to get this done. We've got to do this. We've got to do this, because those are your goals, right? You want to make $100,000 this year? That's how this happens. Are you dedicated to making $100,000 this year? Okay, this is what it's going to take.
You have to lay out the plan for them so they can see and visualize the reality that they're trying to achieve.
Yeah, and then you have to hold them accountable to that excellence, right? If they're dedicated to 100K a year, that means that they have to sell 3.2 roofs a week. We know it's like 3.2.
Do the math for them.
Yeah. Are you going to do a 0.2 roof? No, dog. That means you got to do 4, right? So that's what that means.
Overachieve your goals.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah. And that's less than one a day, you know?
It's less than one
a day. Like, if you knock for a couple hours, you're going to get at least one.
Exactly.
It's very achievable.
Super
and especially, like, I think it's a lot easier to sell something that actually helps people too. Definitely. Like, your product doesn't actually cost the homeowners money. It's saving them money. And so like it's very easy to believe in. It's very easy to, you know, go from working as a missionary where you really believe in your product to working here and really believing in your product.
Definitely.
I feel like.
Definitely. And it's tangible. It's real. They know pretty quickly after you've won them a roof and provided them the service how many thousands of dollars they've actually saved. It's not some potential number that's down the line like in solar, or I sold Dish Network and DirecTV door to door. It's not. I'm not making them
Costing
believe
them money.
Yeah, I'm not making them believe that they're saving down the line somewhere. I can physically show them on a paper, like, hey, this is what
This
it would
is
have
the
cost you.
$30,000 that it would cost
Yeah.
us to replace your roof that
Yeah.
you don't have to pay us.
Yeah, exactly. And, hey, you're welcome. You get to pay me $1,000 for your deductible. You're welcome. You know, it's a cool feeling for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah. Last question. So you have a lot of new sales reps going door to door. What do you wish, like, if there's a homeowner that's watching this right now, what do you wish the homeowner would know about you guys?
Yeah.
And just about public adjusters or select adjusters, specifically.
Good question. So I tell people this all the time, right? When I talk to them about, like, why do you want to use us? I tell them, like, hey, listen, go with who you like, but at the end of the day, we're going to provide you a ton of value, and we're going to do exactly what we say. We're going to communicate with the insurance for you so you don't have to have a hassle. We're actually going to, because we legally can. And we will make sure that you get a roof on that's going to hopefully outlast you guys in this house. But I'm also going to set realistic expectations with you that, you know, there are going to be timelines that might take a little bit longer than you're used to, but we're going to be upfront about it. We're going to give you the bad news before it's a surprise. And there are a couple of things that you can expect from us. Number one is clear communication, consistent communication, number two. And then number three, I can promise you that you will only pay your deductible for the roof unless you want to pay for an upgraded shingle, and then and then you can opt in.
Yeah.
You can opt in for a cheaper price right now. You know, that's my little sales pitch there for the upgrade, right? Because I like to pre-sell that. But the reality is, like, I tell homeowners, like, we're gonna earn every piece of business that you trust us with throughout this entire process. You're gonna see us every single day earning your business, earning the right to putting a roof on your house. And if we don't, go with someone else. I'd be the first one to give you permission to go with someone else. But I can promise you that we'll earn it. You know, we'll earn the right to put whatever color shingle you want on your house.
Awesome.
It's cool.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Bryce.